seeing if we can crush a skull or rip a head off, like in Mortal Kombat. Welcome back to episode 2 of Science Us. Today we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat and if we can crush a skull or rip a head off. So first we need to clear up the difference between force and pressure. Force is what causes something to accelerate. A fighter's head in the direction of a thrown punch, for an example. In the U.S., force is normally measured in pounds. Pressure is force per unit of contact area, commonly expressed in pounds per square inch, (psi). When researchers study punching ability, they usually focus on force rather than pressure, since the pressure varies as the contact area expands on impact. With that in mind, let's look at the research.
A study of 7 Olympic boxers in weight classes ranging from flyweight to super heavyweight showed a range of 447 to 1,066 pounds of pec punching force. Energy transfer from the punch to target varied widely depending on how heavy the boxer's hands and gloves were, how fast they punched, and how rapidly they wheeled their wrists. The three flyweights, interestingly delivered more oomph than all but the 2 super heavyweights.
A study of 70 boxers found elite-level fighters could punch with an average of 776 pounds of force. Another study of 23 boxers showed elite fighters were able to punch more than twice as hard as novice levels. The hardest hitter generating almost 1,300 pounds of force. An off-site 1985 study of Frank Bruno, who would go on to be WBC heavyweight champ, showed he could punch with a force of 920 pounds in the lab. Researchers extrapolated that to real-life blow of 1,420 pounds, enough to accelerate his opponent's head at a rate of 53 G. That is 53 times the force of gravity.
Martial arts punches generally involve much less force than those in boxing. A study of 12 karate black belts showed so-called reverse punches delivered an average of 325 pounds, with the strongest measuring 412 pounds. Short-range power punches averaged 178 pounds. Another study found martial artists needed 687 pounds of force to break a concrete slab 1.5 inches thick. One early researcher estimated karate strikes could reach 1,500 pounds, but that figure was an outlier.
Alright, so right now we're going to take a look at the Rocky movies. If a punch thrown by Rocky IV villain Ivan Drago is supposed to measure 2,150 psi, and his glove impact area is something like 4 square inches, he'd be extorting a force of 8,600 pounds, or more than 4 tons. Based on the professional literature, no boxer in real life comes anywhere close to that. I did find a 2007 news account about WBO cruiserweight champion Enzo Maccarinelli, whose punches supposedly packed a power of around 3.85 tons. However, the researchers making this claim have yet to publish their findings in a scientific journal, and I'm not taking them seriously until they do.
Even without Drago in the ring, boxing is a punishing sport, especially where the head is involved. Damage comes from 3 things. 1, the impact itself, which may be manifested in say a broken jaw. 2, acceleration in the brain leading to the abrupt contact with the skull, possibly resulting in concussion. And 3, the relationship force that twists the brain within the skull, increasing the severity of injury and likelihood of a knockout.
One metric for gauging... Oh, God. Okay, I'm still running with this. I don't even care. One metric for gauging the risk and seriousness of a brain injury is the Wayne State tolerance curve, which looks at both the G-force imparted to the head and the span of time involved, generally speaking. You don't want to take a shot more than 50 Gs, although you can stand more if the impact is really brief. Say a couple thousand pounds... wait. Say a couple thousands of a second. If you're on the receiving end of the Bruno class impact, my guess is you won't soon get up. Okay. And by the way, if you guys need any of the information down or in this video, link will be in the description. Punches to the head can cause detached retinas, brain hemorrhages, fractured bones, and permanent neurological disorders. As I've mentioned before, something like a fifth of boxers suffer from dementia. And the consequences of repeated blows to the skull is categorized by slurred speech and halting gait. Worse can't happen, according to one estimate. Boxing killed at least 650 fighters from 1918 through 1997. MMA fighters, interestingly, seem to be less at risk since MMA rules allow grappling, meaning less punching, and tap-outs, giving up. Actual knockouts occur only half as often as in boxing. Which is the scariest part of boxing, is most fighters now recognize, to quote Terry Marsh, the undefeated lightweight champion. This is exactly what he said. I don't need the British Medical Association to tell me getting hit in the head can't do me any good. Muhammad Ali would surely concur. Alright, so maybe you can't do what Mortal Kombat exactly does. You can't rip someone's head off manually with your hands, but possibly, and actually not possibly, it's pretty certain that you could crush someone's skull with your hand if you're a professional boxer. And also, you could kill somebody by punching them in the head, because a knockout only occurs when your brain hits off your skull. So if you have enough punching power, you are going to be able to knock someone out and possibly kill them.